Hey everyone, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel, and today let's continue James Cameron Week here on the channel as we take a little bit of a trip to the planet of Pandora and talk about Avatar. Now, this is like the fourth time that I've watched this film. Watched it the other day for the first time, for the fourth time, and first time in 4K since I've gotten this 4K release. Now, again, I've had it sitting on the shelf for a while, but when you have so many titles, it takes a little while to get to everything in the collection. But I'm finally glad I had a chance to sit down and watch this one in 4K. Now, seeing this film for only the fourth time, I was never the biggest Avatar fan when it first came out, but upon more and more viewings of this film, I've come to really enjoy this one a lot, especially in 4K. Now, James Cameron has a way of just visually making us feel immersed in the movies that he makes. The planet, and in this case, the planet that he takes us to, and the journey that Jake Sully goes on, beginning here in Avatar. And, what else can you really say other than, it's visually stunning. The story, pretty simple. Jake Sully, played by Sam Worthington, he goes to the planet of Pandora. He's a war vet, and he's lost the mobility of his legs due to being in the war. But he gets a trip to Pandora because his brother, unfortunately, his twin brother, has been murdered, and his brother was a scientist working on this Avatar project. So, because the genes are basically, still, they're twins, he's able to step in and get this trip to Pandora. And, because he's the only one who can link up with his brother's avatar because, again, sharing that same twin DNA. So that's basically where the premise starts. That's how the film starts off, with Jake on his trip to Pandora. And as he lands, now of course Jake is, he's a Marine, he was a military guy. So his premise, basically, he wants to go in there and, he's listening. We have military type, guys that are there working with, with this project of trying to, this company that wants to basically mine Pandora for all its wealth, for what there's a rich mineral that's there that they can make a boatload of money mining. So they want to take out the natives that are there and take this, mineral for themselves, this element that can make so much money for them. And of course they have, again, military guys that are there with them. So Jake kind of falls in with them, and they kind of talk to him and say, hey, you know what? Be our inside guy. Go in there, be our guy, get some information, find out, maybe you can help us kind of negotiate, get them to like relocate somewhere. And if that doesn't work, well, we're gonna have to take a different course of action. And that's kind of like where this film really starts hitting its stride, because you see that Jake Sully, he falls in love with the natives, with these other characters, and just falls in love in general. So it's definitely has, James Cameron always seems to sneak a little bit of romance into his films, whether it be The Abyss, what we just talked about, or even Avatar. Sneaks it in there when he can. And like I said, I love it. It's a great story in the way that Jake just, he loves the natives. The naive, and that's the name of the natives on Pandora. And it just, I love how he just embraced it. And they, even though a little reluctant at first, embrace him towards the end of the film, and the way this film ends off, leading us into Avatar 2, The Way of Water, which we will be talking about this week. Spoiler ahead, it will be tomorrow's film that we're going to be talking about. But James Cameron, he knows, he keeps the story simple enough, but also effective enough. And that's what I really enjoy about his films. Like I said, when it comes to Cameron's films, he takes you on a journey. He makes you feel like you're right there. And this film definitely puts you, makes you feel in 4K like you're on the planet of Pandora. It's a visually stunning, it's a feast for the eyes, really. And it's absolutely a gorgeous and breathtaking film. So if you have not seen Avatar, definitely it's one that's worth checking out as we continue our journey this week talking about James Cameron's, some of James Cameron's bigger films. So, like, subscribe, and comment if you get the chance, and I will catch you in another episode. Take care.